Let us practice now in this sheet some more quantities like moment of force or torque. Now this quantity you have not studied, so you must not be knowing its formula which is required. So one basic formula is always required for getting the dimensional formula. So whichever quantity is appearing new for you, you learn its basic formula so that you can always derive the dimensional formula. So torque quantity will be appearing in unit number 5, rotational motion. So torque is actually the force required to rotate a body. So its formula is linear force into perpendicular distance. Now force dimensional formula m1 l1 t minus 2, and any kind of distance will always be represented by capital L. This way the answer of torque will become m1 l2 t minus 2. You can see how this L2 is obtained because one L is here, one L is here. So L square is appearing. So this way you can notice m1 l2 t minus 2 was already the formula obtained for work and energy. So these three quantities have the same dimensional formula. Next is, let us practice a important constant here, gravitational constant. Now see, all the constants are not unitless. Some constants are having the unit also, and if they have unit, that means they have dimensional formula also. Like if you remember pi symbol, we ignored. Pi was a constant, but it was just a number, 3.14. So we ignored it while calculating its dimensional formula. But gravitational constant capital G is not unitless. So how to get its dimensional formula? We will be taking the help of its Newton's gravitational force formula. Newton's force formula is capital G m1 m2 upon r square. Now we require the formula of gravitational constant G. So we will rearrange this formula. So if we want to make capital G formula, it will become force into r square upon m1 m2. You can rearrange this formula and see that capital G is obtained. Okay. Now capital G formula, once it is obtained, now we will simply replace all the quantities by their dimensional formulas. So let us use the formula force into distance square upon mass into mass. You can see force into distance square upon mass into mass. This is the formula for gravitational constant capital G. Now how to get dimensional formula? So force is m1 l1 t minus 2. Distance is always in meter or centimeter, so it's length, so L power 2, and mass into mass. So every mass we have to write capital M. So capital M into capital M is m square, or we can simply say 1 m is getting cancelled and 1 m is left, which will be shifted to numerator. So it will become m power minus 1. L power, finally it will become 1 here, 2 here, so L power 3, and t power minus 2. So this way gravitational constant dimensional formula is m power minus 1, L power 3, t power minus 2. Next quantity, impulse of a force. It is also new for you. So remember now, impulse is a force into time. So force is m1 l1 t minus 2, time is t. So finally the time power will only change. So m1 l1 t power, you see minus 2 and plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 will become minus 1 power. If you notice, the impulse power means impulse dimensional formula and momentum dimensional formula are same. We will study in unit number 2 that impulse is equal to change in momentum only. That's why their dimensional formulas are same. Okay, let us proceed to 3 connected quantities, that are stress, strain and coefficient of elasticity. Stress formula, new for you, learn it, force upon area. How to get dimensional formula? So m1 L1 T minus 2, area is L2, shift this power of L in the numerator. So you will see m and T power are still same, L power has become finally L minus 1. And pressure formula was also force upon area only, but there is difference between pressure and stress. One is the internal force and one is the external force upon area. So this difference we'll understand in unit number 7. So in this unit we are only focused on the formulas of the quantities so that we can make their dimensional formulas. Now other than stress, one similar term is one similarly pronounced quantity is strain. You need to understand the difference. Strain is change in dimension upon original dimension. So we can write it change in length upon original length or change in volume upon original volume. So whether we are writing change in length upon original length, so length upon length will get cancelled, and that's why all the powers will appear 0. So strain is a quantity which is dimensionless and also unitless. So whatever quantity is appearing in the numerator, same quantity is appearing in the denominator, whether it is length or it is volume, and that's why they are cancelling and no powers are left. So this you can remember for 1 mark question, that which physical quantity has no dimension, no unit. So you can say it is a strain. Coefficient of elasticity is related to these terms only. Stress upon strain is the formula of elasticity. So if we want to make a coefficient of elasticity formula, it is m1 L minus 1 T minus 2 written for stress, and for strain dimensionless. Dimensionless means all powers are 0. So anything raised to power 0 is always 1. So you have to put 1 here. That's why the answer will remain same as stress. So we have corrected this formula. It is now coefficient of elasticity is m1 L minus 1 T minus 2. Answer. Now let us proceed to surface tension. You have to learn this formula also. It is a new quantity. In our coming unit we'll be understanding it. Surface tension is force upon length. So the detailed introduction of these quantities which are new for you, that will be given in the coming units wherever they will appear. Just now you have to only learn their basic formula so that you can get their dimensional formulas. So this is basic formula and this side it is dimensional formula. So let us make for surface tension. Force is m1 L1 T minus 2, length is L1, so both L are cancelled, so L power 0 we will get. So m power 1, L power 0 and T power minus 2. Now we have a list of some formulas which are related to time. So let us make these formulas here. Suppose time period is a quantity. Now time period means time taken to complete one oscillation or one circle. So its formula will be time only, and that's why the dimensional formula will be just T power 1 and M and L will be with powers 0. So very easy, time period formula is T power 1. Then let's proceed to frequency, that is 1 by time. 1 by time means T raised to power minus 1 is the answer for frequency. Next is a new constant for you, that is Planck's constant H. H formula you have to remember as energy upon frequency. This is obtained from one very famous relation of Planck, that is E equal to h nu. So this nu symbol is for frequency. So that's why if energy is replaced as m1 L2 T minus 2, frequency is T minus 1. So this is the answer.